I'm back. What's up?
So it's a
Did I
Xayah
miss
game this
anything?
time. Oh, we just started. Ready?
Yeah. Uh,
Okay, so I'm curious. So what made you pick Xayah this game? Is Xayah like your pocket pick right now?
He's my pocket pick. I've had a lot of success with her. And my thought process is one, there's a Nocturne, two,
Yeah,
there's a Nautilus, and there's a Twitch. And so if I go Jinx, I'm just
and they
gonna
have
die.
and they have a Zed. This is a
And they
really good
they try to
side.
have me first pick.
You can also R the
Yeah, so I
ZR.
was like,
So
this is probably yeah.
yeah, this is
So it was a good call. Now, definitely wasn't the cleanest of starts. I definitely made a lot of I think I made a lot of small micro mistakes, which I don't usually do in Xayah. Like some angles were off, but
uh-huh.
this was a more of a survival game than it was trying to be proactive. That makes sense. Like, look at me, I'm getting hit by freaking skill shots.
Yeah, I think against Nautilus, just always on like every champ, just walk behind your wave because he's one of the strongest level 1 supports in the game,
Okay,
behind like Pyke.
yeah, yeah.
Because
That's the that's the ego. Remember, ego check. I can out micro you. I'm faster. Yeah, no.
yeah, that's not
He's
how it
acting like an old
works.
man.
It's just
Take all the handicaps.
gotta follow the rules.
Take all the handicaps I can.
Yeah, I just know good Nautilus players will always do this. They
Which
will
are
always
common.
try to hook you level 1 because they almost always win.
Yeah,
So they have two abilities, right? They have their Q
I
and their
always
passive. Excuse me.
I always mess up the lollipop distance.
Yeah, it has a
There
lot
you
of
go.
range. Yeah, and then Nautilus gets a lot of space here. So the good thing is that Nautilus is not
Yeah,
controlling the bushes. So if he's not controlling the bushes, I think I'd want you to try to play with the bushes a bit more. You could maybe do here is when you go for this trade. Well,
I think running down or just letting Rick on.
one, I want you to be a bit more patient with Qs because you're throwing this before he has to go for a last hit. Because missing your Qs is just making your level 1 trading a lot worse. What I would do is not Q
Yeah,
here. You see this minion's about to die, just hold it, walk at this Twitch, and if you see him click forward, then you can Q him. And then I also want you to play with these bushes because every time this is going to happen versus Nautilus every time, basically. Which is what's going to happen is that after this first
I
wave
think it's under good.
or on this first wave, people are going to kill the melees, and then half the wave's going to be dead, which means that there's less skill shot blockers, right? So he has space to run, and the wave's always going to be in the middle on wave 1, right? So if the wave's always in the middle and there's only 3 minions, Nautilus is always going to look for something like this, where he walks up like this to try to engage, because the wave's in the middle. He's stronger than you because he's level 1, and that's just his champ identity, right? So the way you normally play against it is he's in the bush and you try to like hug, use these minions, or if he has too much threat, then you wait for this next wave to come and you stand behind it. But because he's up here, you can play the bushes here. Does that all make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, cool.
Whew.
All right, it is well played from the Nautilus though. But that's how you play against. You'd want to play more towards the
Yeah, but I
bushes.
also I should have angled a little bit further down and let Recon take the bait.
Yeah,
He kind of just suicides so close.
that was really
I'm not following
close.
you, dude.
Did he flash on you? This
I'm
Nautilus is
already
kind of a beast. He knew that you had no flash and flashed on you, right?
yeah,
Yeah, he's kind of a beast.
yeah, perfect. Yeah.
At least you get this wave. Your game's not like over by any means. It's a bit rough.
I think I played this lane, everything. All in all, I played this early mid game pretty damn well.
Yeah, this
For
is a
what
bit of
for
a
what
miss,
what it's worth.
a bit of a missed opportunity. If you have a wave stacking this early, you should be very aware that if you see you have more minions, that you have more XP than them most of the time, right? So this should be like a signal in your head that we can abuse not only the wave size but also the level up advantage you'll have. So Twitch is 3, but if Twitch is 3, that Nautilus is probably really far from 3, right? Because all these minions haven't died yet. You see what I mean? So if you're clicking forward here, going for this level up, you could probably fight and get your lead back. That'll make sense.
Yeah.
Where'd you use your Q here? Let me see. This for SCS. So.
No, usually sometimes what I'll do is I'll set up cues at weird angles. That way, when they
Oh,
come
that
in,
was
I
for
can
CS.
get a W on them.
Yeah. So the thing is, Xayah Q can be used for poke at level 1, but if you're in an engaged lane, which you have with Rakan, or any gate support, you really want to save your Q for roots. So if you don't, so like if you have your Q here, then when this happens, you can root the Nautilus with your W QE combo, W auto QE. You can get a much better trade, right? Because the reason you can't do anything here, the Q is really good for giving you 2 feathers for your root. Because that's a lot of ways that Xayahs get kills in lane. The really common way is someone gets CC'd and then you chain your root and then you just beat them to death with your W autos, right? So you want to give yourself the opportunity by saving your Q. Like
Right.
I don't like that Q either, because you're losing the opportunity to root when they go in. Like there's another opportunity to potentially root Nautilus. Maybe even root the Twitch there, right? You see like
This too.
all these fights are going poorly because you can't ever get a root because your Q is always down.
Mm-hmm.
Your Q is really important because that's how you get a quick root. Level 1, it's fine because you can't root off of a without your E, right? But a part of the reason you go Q level 1 on Xayah is not for the poke by itself, but also because at level 2 you can already do the combo, which is the Q auto attack into E. It's 3
Flashy.
feathers. Yeah, or flashy if you have to. If you have flash, you can guarantee the root even. Yeah, exactly.
I'm a Twitch main. I just know if you over commit and that person doesn't die, you're dead. you're just cooked.
Yeah, Twitch does
You have to get that
a lot of damage. You do a lot of damage too, though. You just have to get the roots off. Xayah does really crazy excited damage with her W.
W's broken.
Yeah,
Did I tell you I was testing Ghost? I was telling the other guy, I was like, I played some games with Ghost on Xayah with her W. Man, oh look, my team did a crazy collapse. Like this actually turned our whole lane.
So this here, I like that you see. This is the difference when you have your Q up. You have 4 feathers. You just one shot them. Obviously, like you have 4 people against one, but you want to do that combo much
The
more
setup
often.
is better.
Yeah, exactly. Reset. You buy your going for Essence Reaver. Yeah. Here. It's the same thing again. Honestly, it's like if you're thinking about the possibility that Twitch can go on you, I don't use Q here. I just hold it. Then you can WQE root this guy, and this Rakan gets a free root, and he's dead. He should die here. Or like even if he flashes your root, let's say you WQ auto E, and he flashes it, then Rakan has a target with no flash. He'll probably still kill him. I don't even think Twitch had to flash there. He probably could have just walked away. Rakan angled it poorly, but anyway.
His screen's not all the way up, and seeing Rakan just jump at you.
Okay. What happened here? How did you? Okay, the Q angle's just a bit off.
W,
so I think
it
here,
to the wall.
Yeah, Q along the wall exactly. That's the learning here. Is just Q along the wall.
I think I went into the wall. Yeah, I think I went all into the. If you slow it down, I think I went into the mountain, and that's why I didn't.
Yeah, because if you think about it, if you Q along this wall, you don't. It's not important to hit the Q itself. It's just getting the roots after. If you Q along the wall, you probably root the Nautilus too. Honestly, you could probably like Q auto, and then maybe even get another feather out to get 4 feathers, pull on both of them. And if you imagine you rooted him under the tower, that's like a triple kill maybe.
Yep. That's it. Yeah, like I said, I made a bunch of mechanical errors for sure. So, or
Yeah.
or positional errors on the roots.
Yeah, but if you have if you're gonna play a Xayah game, you have to know these specific combos. It'll just make the games much easier. Because these are going to apply every single game. Maybe not the Q, maybe not the holding Q against. I mean, with an engage support, because you're not always going to have an engage support, but at least the mindset of holding EQ for the root once you're level 2 and onward.
Your Khan's almost dead. I just want to clear the wave. Sure. Don't kill him.
Yeah. Here I'm wondering what gives vision of Twitch here. Actually, I'm curious.
I jumped on top of him.
Is that close enough? I guess it is.
Your inside is auto attack. Yeah,
Yeah,
me
I
or
guess.
Recon gives vision. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess flashing is good
So,
because
if
you
I know you
give
get the movement speed.
on a bit of range. I think. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. As long as I
That's fine.
flash, make sure he can't walk out of that one.
Yeah. Here, just in this fight, just try to hold your E a bit longer.
Oh, they're
Because
weird. Okay.
the reason is because your Recon can E out. Because the only point of this Eing early, is to maybe root the Nautilus to save Recon, but he can just E out. So I'd rather you just try to get damage and then E like when you know there's like Nautilus is gonna retreat out of it. That makes sense? So it's like just it's you're throwing feathers
Yep.
and you keep throwing feathers, and if they're about to leave past these feathers, then you can pull it for max damage.
It's like your older things, It's like using abilities too quickly, right?
Yeah.
I know it's being more patient in fights and stuff.
Yeah, you have to be
So
very patient
yeah,
in this chat. Be patient with your
this
Q,
was so
especially.
dumb.
What is happening
I don't
here?
know why these guys.
Oh, did you
They're
compensate for
just
this
being
dive?
stupid.
You
Like,
didn't
why
want.
would you? Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's not a cannon wave. Like, what are we doing? So you're gonna
Yeah.
run
So
past tower into a
let's
Nautilus
take this from
wall? Like,
two. Let's take this from two angles. One angle is communication and decision making. So as you're approaching this, you can decide to like either not dive at all, just spam ping back, or you can decide to wait for another wave and then dive after. Um, that's the first thing.
proper one.
If you
Yeah.
don't want to dive this at all,
And he missed everything.
then you could probably just leave. You can't kill the Twitch at least. Because the important thing of dives, right? The reason we dive usually is to kill their AD carry and deny the minions. It's like the whole point, basically. So if you can't kill the Twitch, just leave. Just looks like what you do. Yeah. But if we talk about the dive, mechanically, micro-wise, Xayah is actually a unique AD carry where she wants to be the one leading. This is also the same thing, which is like if you know you're gonna dive, save your W because it's wasted. That's the first thing. And the second thing is I want you to tank because you have your R to drop aggro. Because usually the people who tank first are the ones that can drop aggro. Because you can tank tower shots and still be in range.
Personally, I just didn't feel trading my ult for the shit dive was worth me.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
I'm just saying if you were
like,
gonna dive, that's how you want to
yeah,
play it. If you're not gonna dive, what you did is like fine. I would want you to communicate this earlier. Maybe you didn't expect it, but
I think it's gonna go that hard.
yeah, if you didn't expect it, it's fine. Just try to communicate if you can.
I put my W on because when you W, Recon gets that passive.
Yeah, what happened here? You're just trying to fight him.
I'm trying to clear the way with that. I can do it safely. And I'm smart. I run all the way back here. I know.
Did you think you could kill the Twitch? Is that what was your goal with this trade?
Hell no.
What was your goal?
No trade. My goal is to clear the wave, and then if I can get a root, like that's pretty much all I wanted to do. If I can get the angle on, because then if the Nautilus can't dive me, right? Like if I clear the wave fast enough. If I was able to root in the corner, then they can't re-engage on the canyon.
Yeah, because the irony though is that by you trading, you make yourself easier to dive because you're giving up your HP. So I'd only want you to do this if you think you can kill the Twitch, because Twitch wants his goal. If you're in a 2v1, your goal is to heavy trade most of the time, because what that does is that gets them low, you crash this wave, and the dive is free. So your goal should be to avoid this situation and not trade. So fundamentally, this is just a bad trade because your recon's in base and the wave's coming towards you. So your goal, number one goal when the wave's coming towards you, is to catch and not trade and stay high HP so they can't dive you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Any questions on that? All make sense, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I mean, for most of the game, I was only at -10 versus this Twitch comp. So I think it was okay for this, for the way I was playing and how many things I missed with abilities and creep and turning waves. I felt it was acceptable. I don't know. That was my thought process.
Oh, when it comes to gameplay, yeah, I think you made
yeah. I
pretty
mean,
good
like
fundamental
based on this
decisions for
entire game state, like I was like, all right, -10 CS, that's not bad.
Yeah, I think yeah, obviously we could have done more. I think it's just a lot with the combos. It's just the Xayah ability usage.
Yeah.
I think your fundamentals for the most part were good. The one poor decision was probably trading with the Twitch as coming towards you, because it goes really against your goal. Because your goal should be to stay high HP and to not give them dive opportunities. Situations like that. Hey, you back. Next objective is Dragon. Push out mid. You walk over. It's all standard. Where did you use your R actually? Let me see. Why is your R not up? Was it this fight?
Zed, and then I think was here. Yeah, Zed was right there in the corner.
Oh, and then you ulted and you want up the tower. I mean, that makes sense. I would do that too.
And dodge Nautilus ult too.
Yep, makes sense. Just as long as you keep in mind you don't have R, your team has Rs, makes sense to contest this. Something to think about. Something that seems small here, but is actually pretty important, is to just first watch if they're going to contest. And the reason that's important is because if they're going to contest and a fight's going to start, I don't want you to W this dragon. I want you to have it up for the fight.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's different if you have Navori, but you don't have, because Navori gives you can get all your cooldowns back reliably. But especially without Navori, I want you to just auto this and then walk up and then WQE. This is a combo that I really want you to just try to force in your games with Xayah. Just try to do this a lot because the extra attack speed lets you auto attack. Or I guess more specifically, it's W auto attack QE. Because this auto comes out really fast, and the Q comes out, and then you instant root, and then you just keep auto it. Right, but you can't do that if your W's down, and your DPS is much lower because you don't have the attack speed or the auto steroid on the W.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe you win this fight.
I don't know how I lived here, by the way.
Oh, you do live?
Okay, so yeah, actually, at the end of this, yeah, I don't know how. Like, it's crazy. Like, okay, got Twitch, great. Got knocked up, Recon.
Yeah,
he got a barrier up. Or
you flash the ZR,
which
is I think the big thing is you flash the ZR, which is really good right here.
Hey,
nice. Yeah, the thing is, yeah.
Actually, give me 1 second. I apologize. Give me 1 second.
No worries.
My apologies. I'm back. Okay. Hey, after losing that fight, I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm winning that fight. What with the Zed? Okay. So Rise kept fighting.
Okay.
And I didn't know where Zed was at. I also don't have any freaking cooldowns. Like,
Right
watch.
here. Okay.
They go back in. Rise. I didn't see. I saw Zed walk in this bush. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he shadowed in. I thought he. I'm so dumb. I thought Zed was in the bush.
Was he
He
not?
shadowed. He W back in. They look. He W's like that. I thought he was in the bush.
Yeah.
My brain
This
was.
is just So you hear once you're clicking away, it's just camera control. You want your camera to be here because you don't need to look at your character right now. If you know that Zed can't do anything to you
Yeah.
because he already used W. That's why it's like a bit awkward. And then
Plus,
here,
yeah. I thought he was in the bush. I should have helped him.
okay. And then what's your goal here with staying
They're pretty
when you
low.
stay on the map here? You're trying to kill them, or what was your thought process?
I was thinking. Well, yeah, they were all in kill range potentially. If they're tanking dragon, they would die from behind. And I have ult now. My ult was down that entire fight. So
Okay,
I was like, okay.
I see.
Like they used everything, right? So I was like, if it's just Cho'Gath, then cool.
Okay, you're just
Yeah.
checking if they
Sorry, I
do.
just need to jump in. The enemy team FF at 15. Should I run another one? Or should I review the one that I just played? Sorry.
It's a good question. So it's like a really fast game, like
I played a full lane phase, so we can go over it for sure.
yeah, I think we'll probably just review that game because the game before maybe
Cool. Yep.
yeah. Um, so where was I?
Good question.
Right. So you would normally back here, right? If you knew they weren't doing dragon.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's the
I would just
important
back
thing.
immediately.
Okay. I think checking is fine then. Watch he plays
But no,
fight.
great. This back timer was perfect. Back timer was so good. What is the game?
Here, I don't think you have to R. I know you're trying to combo, but it's a little unnecessary. I think it's just WQE that you really need to practice on Xayah because it'll show. Because if you have WQE in your back pocket for the quick route, then you don't feel desperate to ult for the route, right? And then you'll have because your
Yeah.
champion's way worse without your ulti. So now the next 2 minutes, like let's say you do dragon, you want to do baron, you don't have your ult. So I think that's why you use your ult there. If you know about WQE, I think you probably wouldn't ult there. Could be wrong, but I think that's a big reason. Is you're just like limiting yourself by
I
not
think I
doing
just
that
saw.
combo.
I just saw a double stack target. I think I just wanted.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
1-1. I'm
that's
1-1 in 7. I think I just wanted some action a little bit. Not like too much, but like
yeah,
just be a part of the game.
for sure.
Don't get passenger princess.
Okay, let's see. You
Like I ended
have
the game like 2-2 and like 13 or something. So it was a part of a lot of the fights. It's good. At least 50%.
you really gotta save your abilities way more before Navori. I think this is fine when you have Navori, but you're like Wing the wave. I really want you to be way more patient
Yeah.
with your abilities.
I feel,
Fight
feels like I'm not even a
starts and then
champion when I don't have Navori.
yeah, you just have to be patient with before Navori. It's a lot more about WQE, about the roots, and then auto attacking after, and then getting kills during that steroid. Let's see. I think you just queue at the start here again, right? Is that what happens here?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, like I just every fight, I just see a lot of roots that you're missing because this guy should be rooted, or the Zed. None of them should be rooted here, right? Yeah, I think we like hammered in the fights a lot, and then the macro. I mean, the decision making overall was pretty good. The only real bad decision you made was probably trading with Twitch, like I mentioned before, when they were about to dive you. But everything else is just
Okay.
the Xayah specifics, like at a high level, as in like a broad overview, um, holding your abilities, and more specifically holding your Q. W as well, but getting the root is everything because if they're a rooted target and you have your W up, beating on them, you're gonna deal a lot of DPS. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's probably it for this game. Is there something you want to look at specific that I may have missed, or something you want to talk a bit more about?
Honestly, that's it.
Okay.
No, I think it sounds pretty good. I got a win. Still not back in Emerald, but
It's all good.
I feel like I'm just stuck in E4. Whenever every time I talk to you, I'm just stuck in the same place. Man. Where's my growth?
It'll come with time. I mean, like, if you improve these things that we talk about, then it'll come with time. I mean, Emerald 4 is just definitely one of those spots where you have to make a more improvement in the circuit because it's just a very it's just a hard elo to get out of, right? Emerald, Diamond, and Beyond is just
It is the official elo hell. We all know it's real. Only lives in this space.
yeah, of course. It's the matchup
But
again.
honestly, the
Twitch
champions
Nautilus.
just are learning like Twitch Nautilus. Yeah,
Be much more patient. Ability usage, especially post level 2. Always try to hold your Q for root. Almost never try to poke with Q. Fast level 1. Standard combo in trades and all-ins is the W auto attack, Q E for the quick root into DPS with W. Don't use your W on the wave or objective if a fight is about to start. The CD is way too important. Same applies to using Q poke. What does that pop up anyway? Small note in 1v2s or weak side. Sure to minimize trading when you're catching waves, so you don't increase the odds of getting powered off and killed. I think that's probably more than enough from that game. Does that all make sense? Anything you want me to reword, or does it sound good with you?
it's pretty clear cut. That was great. It's fine.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. And I think from that game at least, it looked like your recalls were pretty good. It was just fighting, which is a good sign. Yeah, these are just the QWE. This is like kind of a lot of stuff. Just try to be like next Xayah game. Just kind of try to tunnel on like QW or your WQE first, because I think if you try to tunnel in that combo when it comes to trading, you will naturally hold your abilities more because you can't combo with if one of them's down, right? So
yeah,
that'd be my advice for future Xayah games. Just remember that combo.
Okay. I might end up playing another one. So,
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
To you.
How champs like goes.
Yeah, and then I will. If you want to wait for live coaching, I'm gonna review.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And we can do that. We can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'll wait. That's fine. Do your thing.
All right.